Okay, really quick, I just wanted to make sure that y'all understood how to use the class notebook, because I got a feeling that this is going to be a resource that you end up loving. You can open it online, or if you have downloaded OneNote, I'm going to do this one because I feel like most of you will. However, I really prefer opening it here because you have more capabilities when it's in this version. But I'm going to jump over to where I think that you guys will be using it mostly. Alright, so once we all become familiar with it, I can erase these like welcome pages. I wanted to make sure that I left these because they have some links in them that will help you understand. But what you need to know are the big things over here. So class resources, these are going to be things that you can't type into, but you can copy and paste it into your notebook. So while you're watching the videos, if you want to copy the assessment terms and then drop down here and paste them into Morgan's notebook, and then here she can take notes while watching the videos. You can take screenshots and insert screenshots. That's if you want to use it this way. I want you to use this in the way that makes sense to you. So I want you to gather pictures or infographics or things that will help you to understand the different kinds of assessments. You can insert the PowerPoint here that I've given you access to on Google Drive. Whatever, because I want this to make sense to you. But once it's in your notebook, you can do whatever you want to it. So here I've got assessment terms, I've got the stats terms, and this is the graphic organizer where you were filling out one of yours. Josh Newman, there's yours. Thought I gave everybody access to edit it, but we'll see. Then I mentioned a sorting activity because I had all these cardstocks cut up and we were going to sort between the different kinds of assessments. So here you can do the same thing because you're not going to be able to sort it, but you can copy and paste it into your notebook, and then you can move these documents around. You can move these little boxes to what category you think it is, and then we're going to go over them at the start of class. You're not going to have time to do this in class, so if you want to really test your knowledge and then see if you were right, then you should do that before class. It's just extra practice and gives you a chance with low stakes, no grade attached, to practice the skills we've been learning. Then on the collaboration space, so ideally in class we were going to use the little cardstocks to sort, but then I was going to copy and paste these terms into these groups. And in groups you were going to practice the sorting activity. So this is, just think of this as like Google Docs. We can all type on these at the same time. Everybody could log in right now and be typing on here. So here, I would love for you to go through and let me know who your groups were for your teacher interviews. So even if you want to do like group 1, list your names here. If you want to come up with a fun name, then your group can be called that. I can change your name really easily. But then once you're in here in your groups, then you can copy and paste your teacher interview information. You don't have to synthesize yet, but this will remove one step, and I can take a peek at it before next week and go ahead and get us started on some guiding questions to help synthesize our teacher interviews, since I pushed the due date back a little bit. But Here, I've got myself just kind of getting organized. So here I'm starting to list materials that are can be used in the EdTPA project. So for EdTPA Lite, next week you've got your focus student. You're supposed to bring your focus student information to class. So here you can copy this and add it to your EdTPA section of your notebook. And then take notes. You don't have to answer all of these things, okay? Hear me when I say that. You don't have to answer all of these. But having as much of this as possible is going to help us to synthesize the information. You can also add I always spelled this wrong. Doodle notes. See. To the bottom, where maybe you want to let me know some things, or you have noticed some things about your student. You want to make some observational notes that you don't really know where it fits in these categories, so you put it here. And then next week in class, we are going to synthesize that information and put it into a paragraph that helps us, as well as figure out, all right, based on this and the grade level and what they're working on currently in class, how do I choose a standard and learning objectives for my project? You're also supposed to, before next week, read the teacher-made test PowerPoint that is linked in here as well. I'll have it linked in the Google Drive as well. So these links aren't working here. I know they have been uploaded. I'll try to see if I can upload it a different way so that it makes sense. But if you download the OneNote app, it should be easier. So I'm just trying to play around with things that could help you organize your information, make it easy for me to collaborate with you, make it easy for us to collaborate as a group, and kind of house all of our resources in one place instead of having to go to the module every time. So that's my hope. It's a work in progress. I've been watching YouTube videos and taking some trainings here to work on it, but play around with it. I think you're going to like it. And when you leave UT, your Google Drive leaves with you. So making sure that you are downloading the resources that are in there and putting them in here, then you can download this notebook as a PDF, as a Word document, that you can take with you.